I've lived alone in this old house for almost 3 years. It isn't fancy, but I like the quiet. The only strange thing is that every night, just after midnight, I hear footsteps above my bedroom. They're slow and careful, like someone is trying not to be heard. I always tell myself it's just the roof settling, or maybe a possum. After a while, odd things start happening. Food disappears from my fridge. I buy a loaf of bread, and 2 days later, half of it is gone, even though I know I barely touched it. The TV remote ends up in the kitchen, and doors I'm sure I locked are slightly open in the morning. I start questioning my own memory. Maybe I'm just tired. One night, I wake up to the sound of a cough. It isn't outside or in another room. It's directly above my ceiling. I freeze in bed and listen. A few seconds later, I hear slow footsteps moving away. The next morning, I decide I've had enough. I borrow a ladder from my neighbor and climb into the attic with a flashlight. At first, everything looks normal. Dust, old boxes, and wooden beams. Then my light shines on something that makes my stomach drop. There's a sleeping bag. Next to it are empty food cans, bottles of water, a backpack, and a small pile of clothes. Someone has been living up here. As I stand there trying to understand what I'm seeing, I hear a creak behind me. I slowly turn around. A thin man is standing in the darkness, staring at me. He doesn't look surprised at all. In fact, he smiles. "You finally found me," he says quietly. I can't move. My heart is pounding so hard I can hear it. Then instinct takes over. I run down the ladder, out the front door, and call the police. When officers search the attic a few minutes later, they find the sleeping bag, the food wrappers, and all the belongings. But the man is gone. They search the whole house and the yard, but find no sign of him. One officer tells me he must have escaped through an opening in the roof. I still live here, but every night I lie awake listening. And sometimes, just after midnight, I hear slow footsteps above my bedroom again.